Now that we're done with the sides, we can move on to the back and use our no guard all the way open to create our second guideline. Remember, we're going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline we created with our octanes. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're also going to use the lever midway and all the way close to help soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. We are right above the occipital bone, so usually it's a little darker, so you want to make sure you spend more time here blending. Moving on to our two guard all the way open, this is going to help us create our fourth guideline and blend into the bulk on top. Now that we're done softening up the line with the two guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Moving on to our clipper over comb method, we're picking up the hair with the comb and using our horizontal cuts to debulk as much as possible. Now we're going to go ahead and line them up. We're going to use a little bit of Tresemme hairspray to hold the hairline down. Now that we're done separating the bottom hairs from the top, we can move on to our NST outliner, starting off at the middle and working our way to the sides. You want to make sure not to press too hard with your trimmers because you could bite them with the teeth. Also, you want to keep the corners as natural as possible, so make sure not to go too deep there. Again, I always start off at the middle and work my way to the sides. I feel like it's easier to make it crispy and even at that point versus starting from one corner to the next. Now that we're done lining them up, we can move on to the sideburns of the beard, and we're starting off with our no guard all the way open, working our lever down. When you're lining up a beard, you always want to make sure you comb it out so you get its true length, and start off at the bottom, working your way to the sides. When lining up the mustache with the trimmers, you want to make sure you're light so you don't bite them with the teeth of the trimmer. Once we're done lining up his beard, we can move on to the top and saturate the hair, getting it ready for the shears. I start off by making my first guideline, grabbing the hair with the comb, feeding it into my fingers and holding it as tight as possible and straight, keeping my blade at a 45-degree angle, not passing the second knuckle. You always want to make sure that the hair is nice and saturated so you get its true length. Now that we're done trimming the top, we can move on to our Turkish razor Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to do a hot towel shave and also apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. Also, check out my daily live streams.